All right, guys, so here are the directions for the standing waves on a string lab that we're going to do. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is to set up the experiment. And what you want to do is make sure that this fiddlehead attachment is screwed in at the very top of your stand, and then the wiggler attachment is attached down at the bottom. Now, for most of you, this is already going to be set up in the lab for you, but in case you need to set it up, wiggler goes down the bottom, fiddlehead goes at the top, and then this blue elastic cord, you're going to make a loop and attach it at the bottom of the wiggler here, and then you're going to put it through at the top and screw it down. You don't want it to be real tight, but a little bit of tension on that string is good. You're also going to need your CPO timer. That's got plugged into the power here, and I plug the blue cord, some of them are red, but this cord here, into this green sound generator. So I'm going to plug that in. There's also a black cord. That black cord goes from, it looks like a headphone jack. You're going to plug that in here, and then it goes into the bottom of the wiggler. So when I turn it on, I'll turn this on the side switch, and on the green sound generator, you want to push and hold the button down so it goes to waves. So you have to hold it down or else it doesn't do it. If you did it correctly, this will start vibrating, and then you know you have it on, okay? I'm going to set the CPO timer, that's this one, the blue one. I'm going to set that on frequency. So right now it's telling me 10, so that's 10 hertz. I'm going to dial it up a little bit just to give you an idea of what it looks like, but right now you can see that the string is vibrating back and forth. Now, if I turn it up until I get a standing wave, so I've dialed up the device to about 24.6 hertz here in this case. I would dial it up somewhere around 25 and tweak it until you find a standing wave pattern. So this is a pretty good one. I can clearly see that it's moving up and down up here pretty big. And the same thing here. But right about there in the middle of the string, it's not moving at all. All right, so I have a standing wave here. And the number of the harmonic that's on your sheet is how many bumps you have. So in this case, 1, 2 bumps. That's the second harmonic. So I would write down what's the frequency that goes along with that. So that's 24.6 hertz. Okay. You need the wavelength by taking 1 meter and dividing 1 meter by the number of waves that you have on the string. So here I have 1 full wave plus another half of a wave. So 1 divided by 1.5, that's my wavelength, and I'm all set. And then I'll repeat the pattern for higher frequencies and lower frequencies to fill out the table as I go. Okay. So with that, I'm then going to dial up to another frequency where I can get standing waves. So I'm going to go up. And one thing to note is that all your standing waves are going to be multiples of the same number. So if I'm at 24.6 and I got 2 bumps, then that means I should get 1 bump at about 12. I should get 3 bumps at about 36, and so forth. So I'm going to dial it up to about 36, and let's see what happens. So it looks like we're getting pretty close there. All right, and there we go. So now I have a standing wave again. This time, 1, 2, 3 bumps, and this is at 36.8. So my third harmonic would be a 36.8. So that starts to give me a pattern. How much do I need to go up by each time to get a standing wave? And you'll continue to go. So if I got 36, the next one's going to be around 48 or 49, and I'll try again and get the frequency.